Hi, so I just finished reading the article about habilitation and choice from Diane Bannerman. Thought the article was very profound for me. I reflected a lot upon it. I just thought a lot about my previous teaching experiences and then my current experience as a paraprofessional. Felt like I didn't give my students enough choice. Um, I used to teach students in the middle school level. It was mostly just learning disabilities with a few behaviors sprinkled in, but I felt like I probably done more. Like I knew my students really well. My rapport with them was on point, but I think giving them more choice instead of just giving them the next assignment or instructing them on the next thing, probably. Um, it was very basic. I probably could have done more in terms of like giving choices. Now that I'm a paraprofessional, I think I can start to really use this article because in my school, the paraprofessional has so much agency over the student. Like it's a one-on-one all day. So I'll be able to use some of these, or at least as I'm working with the student, I'll start to pepper in more choices. The article talks about how some agencies, so like schools or like home or what is it, group homes, the providers essentially just control all the aspects of their clients' lives. So like, what do they wear? What will they eat? What will they do today? What will they play? Um, and the article also states that a lot of these organizations are funded by the state, and there's a lot of things that they need to remain compliant by, and by remaining compliant, they have to sacrifice giving choices to their residents or clients. Um, some of the arguments for a lack of choice for clients is that they cannot, because of their lack of skills, they will, when they have leisure or they decide to do something, they could hurt themselves. Or if they try to do something like make a sandwich, they might burn down a house or something. I don't know. Obviously, that was an exaggeration. The arguments for choice, it's a fairly hefty list. Things like the client will be more willing to participate in the treatment or the task at hand. The client will perform better because they're more invested because they were able to choose the task. If the task is uncomfortable to the client, they'll more likely stick it out. If they had chosen it, a good example would be like if you have a child who hates running and you force him to run, he's not going to run, or he's just not going to want to do it. But if said child grows up and decides to run, now they'll actually put the effort into it, and that works with everything really. Oh yeah, and it also talks about how when there is choice, problem behaviors start to dwindle down because the person that made the choice is more invested in the task at hand. I think that this was a very important article for me, especially the benefits of choice. I know that the article also mentioned the issues of the research conducted. So, there might be some room for error with the research done for choice, but I believe it personally. I mean, even with the limited amount of times that I have given choice, like meaningful choice to students, like they're definitely a lot more invested, and I see it with my current student that I work one-on-one with. When I give him choice, he's more than likely going to do what I need him to do, and I need to start peppering that in more, especially with his rewards, or when he has to do a certain task and maybe there's another task that he might be able to do beforehand. Again, I thought this article is very interesting, made me think a lot more about my students, future students, and past students, and how they still crave choice, as the article states in the title. Like, yeah, you should be able to eat 1,000 donuts and then just take a nap, right? Like, those are the simple little pleasures that I think everyone should be able to enjoy. And I think that by incorporating more choice with the curriculum and just everyday, just a day-by-day basis in the school setting, the students will be more invested in their education, especially, again, because they're given choice.